Flexibility and mobility are often areas of the game of golf that get overlooked by most amateurs, but in the professional game, it couldn't be more important. So I've been invited down to the Players Performance Centre to find out how the best in the game warm up for a round of golf. So we're inside the Massage Envy Players Performance Centre where I'm joined by Corey Hugg, one of the physiotherapists here. And Corey, there is a lot of stuff going on in this truck, and much bigger inside than it looks on the outside. So just tell us your kind of day-to-day activity in here.
We start very early, 2 hours before the players would need to tee off or practice, getting them ready, working on their flexibility, their mobility, working on assisted stretching, working on any recovery from their injuries, any prevention work. So that's all takes place before they go out and play and practice. When they're done, they come back in for their recovery, and if they happen to sustain any injuries, we focus, evaluate, and work on those as well. So in our trailer, we've got plenty of warm-up equipment. We've got treatment tables. We're staffed 2 physical therapists and a chiropractor each week. But the main thing we use is we're all manual therapists, so a lot of it's all hands-on work.
Yeah.
And so besides doing mobilizations and manipulations, we do focus a lot on the flexibility and mobility, which our sponsor, Massage Envy, has implemented a total body stretch program. And with that, each guy is able to get their full motion and keep their full flexibility. That way, when they perform 400 swings a day, they can go out and repeat it the next day. And so that's why we build in a lot of that mobility work beforehand, and then afterwards also make sure you restore that mobility so they come back the next day good to go. Okay, arms back across your chest, one more sit up, a little bit lower, now back down. All right, now raise those arms overhead towards me like you're signaling touchdown, and grab my wrists. Good, and just pull. Get that stretch along the outsides of the shoulders, any pinch in the shoulder.
Patrick, we just saw you there running through a few stretching exercises, and you've been on tour now for 4 years. Just how important are these kind of things to the success of being a pro golfer?
Yeah, taking care of your body is priority number one. If you're hurt or if you don't feel your optimal self each day, you can't compete at the highest level. And these guys out here on the PGA Tour are really strong players, and in order to compete, you need to be 100% each and every day. Golf is an incredibly dynamic motion, and maybe one of the most dynamic motions in any sport. It really takes a toll on your body, and it's so one-sided throughout the year with golfers either being right-handed or left-handed that it's easy for your body to break down. And just the daily maintenance stuff that we're doing in here each and every day is critical to compete over the course of a season, because it's a long slog.
And would you say this all applies to amateurs as well? Because I know as someone who plays a lot of golf, I never stretch, to be honest.
Well, I think it applies more to amateurs. I mean, we're technically elite athletes where our bodies are in peak performance condition a lot of the time, and just to understand the kind of maintenance that it takes for us to compete. Somebody who's really tight and has tight hamstrings or a tight back or tight shoulders or their chest isn't open, they could really use assisted stretching to benefit their game and just to feel better and play more often. So I think it's critical not just for pros but for everyone.